Okay, we are back for another showdown. It's almost a week since we had our pay-per-view of the month for Great American Bash, which was successful. In the last episode, I said it got 78% rating. It actually got 76, but still, very good show, nonetheless. So, we're still continuing with the feuds, obviously, having some matches, seeing how certain workers get on performing together. So last time we had Goldberg beat Dustin Rhodes for the interim title. It wasn't cleanly. It was due to interference from Scott Steiner. So it's going to be announced today that because of that, there's going to be a three-way match for the World Championship on Monday Nitro involving the World Champion Scott Steiner, Dustin Rhodes and Goldberg. Also, Scott Steiner's going to get his interview slot. He's not trash talk Dustin Rhodes for a while now, so this is his chance to get his own back. We've got the Nash and Buff and Mamalukes feud ending with Nash and Buff winning, of course, because they refused to lose to the Mamalukes. Not being a great feud, but at least it's kept Nash and Buff busy. And I think it'll do the Mamalukes good as well as a team. The main event, Sid Vicious and Sting face off in the ring for the first time since last Sunday. And Sid Vicious is going to beat Sting, but not cleanly, of course, keeping that feud very much alive. Go back to the start of the show. For Hardcore title, Konnan is going to retain his Hardcore Championship over Meng and Reno, making their first appearances of the month. They always seem to get lumped in together in Hardcore matches, those two, Meng and Reno. They don't really have any other purpose at the moment. Stable angle, okay. Rey Mysterio has left for Filthy Animals to pursue his singles career. Their replacement is going to be introduced in the form of Chavo Guerrero. Following that, Chavo Guerrero is going to team up with Billy Kidman, Mysterio's old tag team partner, and they are going to beat the Double A team in Mike Sanders and Kiwi. Now, if Chavo and Kidman get on well as a team, if they have some chemistry there, then I will make that into a full-time tag team. I think that would be a good move for both of them. Following that, Rey Mysterio is going to beat up Kanyon backstage and pose over him with the US title, further mocking him since his win last Sunday. Okay, Bam Bigelow's first appearance of the month. He's going to beat Lash LeRoux due to Jeff Jarrett costing him the match. Jeff Jarrett recently has been costing Lash LeRoux all of his matches, much to the frustration of Lash LeRoux, resulting in Lash LeRoux assaulting Jeff Jarrett backstage in the last episode. Excuse me. Following that, we've got an interview with Jeff Jarrett, basically telling Lash LeRoux that he's not on his level and his win over him at the Great American Bash was a fluke, all that sort of stuff. TV title match for Kat is going to retain over Lex Luger. Lex Luger recently has been demoted to mid-carder from upper mid-carder, and it gives Lex Luger another run out, another one that he probably doesn't deserve. But there we go. So let's start the show. Hardcore titles gained image. Bit of a rubbish match, but a good card filler. Usually for hardcore matches is to showcase guys who haven't really got any other purpose, and they've not appeared yet this month. Expect Brian Knobbs to make an appearance at some point until his inevitable release. Chavo Guerrero has joined the Filthy Animals. Went down okay. Expected it to go down a bit better than that. Now let's see how Chavo and Kidman get on together. Not bad. Double A team. Crowd reaction not great. I guess they've not seen Kidman and Chavo team up before. Match quality was good. Let's see if he... Oh, break that nose. What's happening here? Kick by Chavo Guerrero to the facial regions. Break that nose, yeah. Mike Sanders is in trouble. Here comes a tornado DDT. 1, 2, 3. Chris Kanyon, Rey Mysterio. Despite Rey Mysterio's morale issues, I think this has been a very successful feud. Every segment, every backstage segment, every interview has gone down very well between these two. And having Rey Mysterio take the US title from Kevin Nash, beat him, I think was one of my better decisions. Bam Bigelow, Lash LeRoux, that got a surprisingly high result. And Bam Bigelow even gained overness from this, so that's done him good. Because he was merely used as a prop here for the feud between Lash and Jarrett. Okay. Jeff Jarrett backstage. Always expect a good interview from him. The TV title has lost image due to Lex Luger, of course. Rubbish match quality. Obviously, they just don't go together. I've not known Lex Luger be in a good match. I don't really know what his ideal opponent would be, because every match I've included him in, he's not been very good. He seems to be best when he's with Buff Bagwell in a tag team. And after tonight's feud ends with Buff and Nash, they're going to split up, and Buff's going to go back with Lex Luger at some point. So that's the plan. Scott Steiner interview, not been on the mic a few times. Fans love his return to the mic. Nash and Buff for Mamalukes, not a bad score, quite an average score considering it's them. Everyone seems to have gained overness, so I guess overall it was a successful feud, but it could have been a lot better. But I think it was a mistake sticking Nash and Buff together. But it is what it is. You know, neither guy, I didn't really know what to do with them, so I thought lumping them in a team together, it might get the morale up a bit. But whether it's worked or not, I don't know. We'll see after this show. Scott Steiner and Goldberg lost overness from this. Is that because of Dustin Rhodes? I don't know, but that's what the three-way match is next time. And the main event's going to be Sid Vicious and Sting. Yeah, pretty good rating. Sting lost overness. That's not great. Sid Vicious gained overness. That's good. Match quality not great. Crowd reaction very good. Successful main event all in all. And 69% not bad. But we are aiming for better ratings here. And for two standout segments, the angle with Rey Mysterio and Kanyon, and the interview with Scott Steiner, with the interview with Jeff Jarrett shortly behind. So actually none of the matches. Okay. Extreme Male. 0.46. We seem to be getting either 0.46 or 0.47 every single week for Showdown. Dustin Rhodes wants to work with Sean O'Haire. Okay. Okay. Nash and Buff like that. Okay. Now let's have a look, before I end this, at the unhappy workers. Well, Kevin Nash has gone up. He's not even appearing here now. Rey Mysterio is the same. Goldberg's gone down. He even appeared in a segment, but I guess because it was just a hype for a match that he's in, and he didn't get an interview or anything, he didn't like that. So, he's really annoying me, Goldberg, now. Lex Luger, 36%. Yeah, I mean, Lex Luger's not going to be any loss, to be honest. 72 workers on the roster. So we've got a big Monday Nitro planned. We've got a freeway for the world title. Any more feuds about to be ended? Not quite. What about Jeff Jarrett, Lash LeRoux? Yeah. Okay. And Dustin Rhodes needs to face Sean O'Haire at some point. Kevin Nash did request a match with Dusty Rhodes, so we're going to have Nash and Dusty Rhodes and freeway for the world title, and I'll get back to you on what the rest will be. But it should be an exciting show. Let's try and get in the 70s, and I'll see you next time.